not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be fucking hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you stay and I hope you like it here. On this channel we do videos about anything that is trending, anything that is worth talking about, or at least in my view or in my opinion. So I talk about it on here, but mostly we do am I the a-hole videos, Reddit stories, and anything basically that is worth talking about on the internet and reactions. So I saw this post. There was a video that I saw on Twitter, not Twitter, TikTok, where a lady was talking about how they feel single mothers don't raise good men. They don't raise men that are responsible. They don't raise men that are respectful, that respect themselves and respect especially the women in their lives. It's better if a man is raised by another man, or a man is raised in a two-parent household. And this is a topic that has been causing problems between men and women, young and old, for a long time. And there's two ways to it. There is women who say this without bashing single mothers, but they just say their opinion. But there's then those women who say this as sort of like they have that pick me mentality because they wanna be chosen by men. But at the same time, I do get why single mothers would at times raise men that are not good, or that are the worst that they would have been than they would have been if they were raised by another man, or if they were raised by two parents. But at the same time, I don't think it's something that we should be talking about in a sense of bashing the women. It's more like that thing where a man goes and rapes a woman or a baby, then they will blame the mother and say, how was he raised? Who raised them? Basically blaming the mother and saying that it's the mother's fault that the guy has turned out like this. So one lady posted on Twitter saying that single mothers raised the worst men. I'll tell you guys, which she didn't, or at least I didn't see her reasons for this. But people started commenting. People started commenting under her post. Some were agreeing with her, some were against it, some were very angry, feeling that she's attacking single mothers. She said this post, while quoting someone who was saying that I'm never going to date a man that does not come from a two-parent household, ever. That is going to be a struggle, because in this day and age, there's a lot of single mothers more than there is two-parent households, I feel like, at least. But I could be wrong. I stand corrected on that one. Another person here is agreeing with her and saying that they do raise garbage 9 out of 10 times. That's basically 1%, 1% out of 100. That's what this lady is basically saying. And she went on to clarify and saying that it's not the mother's fault, of course, but there is a pattern. Someone else says, so what is your view on fathers who come from a home with both parents but still go on and rape their own daughters and also become pedophiles? And someone else went on to say, unpopular opinion, men raise kids to be better adults than women do. Okay, with this one, I guess what some, not all of them, some of these people, what they are saying is that with men, I feel like men are always more firm when it comes to children, especially when it comes to boys. So they always want their boys to be better people in a way that they want them to be more responsible, they want them to be strong. But then in doing that, sometimes they damage the child because they don't give them the softer side of life, the softer side of parenting, and they end up now not being able to be soft with their own children. They're not able to sort of like listen, be attentive to the child's needs, because children, unfortunately, they're not the same. You might want to raise your child being all hardcore and whatever because they are a man. You want them to be a certain way when they grow up, but then you find that you are damaging them because they need the soft side, because they are soft at heart, because there is men who are feminine, and that doesn't necessarily make them bad or not men enough. It just needs you as a parent to nurture that part of them. And many men don't know how to do that. At least there is a few men that I've seen on TikTok that now they are showing young men, or they are kids that are boys, that you can be hard, but you can also be soft. So basically, you must know when to be hard. You must also know when to be soft. So you teach the kids both those parts, because in life you can't just be hard. You can't just be soft. You need both ways to survive, because there's different kinds of people that you're gonna meet in life. But then someone else goes on to say single mothers want to be seen as strong women, but fathers want to make sure that the kid who will continue with their name is a person with a good character. That's the difference. I don't know. I don't believe that single mothers raise the worst men. I think fathers being absent make the men worse. That is my opinion. I don't think single mothers raise their boys to be shitty people, basically. Yes, they can, mama's boys, they can become mama's boys, they can sort of like be too clingy to their mothers, but I don't think necessarily they make them worse. The people in society, the absence of a father makes them worse. That is my opinion on that, and I feel like this lady was not right to say that single mothers raise the worst men. Yes, single mothers, they tend to want to be both a father and a mother to their children, which I feel like that thing should stop. You are a mother to your child, you should not have to be a father as well. I don't know why, whether it's the guilt that makes them want to be both a mother and a father, and then that's where you end up failing, because now you want to fill a space of someone that you don't even know how they would have acted, and you don't even know how to be that person, because you are not biologically, you are not a man, so you can't be a man. But in all of this, I feel like the lady was wrong. I don't think single mothers raise the worst men. I think the absence of a father makes the man be worse, be the worst in society. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let's continue the conversation, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.